Welcome to a very exciting video, my friends. Today we will be decorating for Christmas. I don't know if I love Christmas more than fall or fall more than Christmas. I think that the Christmas season is my #1 season. So I have already started a little bit of the decorating process. I put up the tree and the Christmas lights a few days ago because I wanted to have just a little bit more free time today to do the rest of the decorating and to also read with you, to share some really nice Christmas books with you, and to just make some hot beverages, enjoy some Christmas treats, and hang out together. And because putting up the Christmas tree takes a little while and it also creates a mess, you know, the plastic of the tree, because my tree is fake, the plastic leaves just fall on the floor and it just creates a mess. Also, to put on the Christmas lights, that also takes some time. So I got that out of the way a few days ago. And today we will do the fun part. We will add the bubbles, the ornaments, and just some other decor that I spread out around my living room. I personally only decorate my living room area. I don't decorate any other part of my apartment. And I also use the same decorations every single year. So if you have been watching my videos for years, first of all, you are a real one. I don't even know if anyone has seen my older videos where I was decorating. I think that most of my audience is just a little bit newer to my channel. But shout out to anyone who has ever watched another decorating video from me, because I have uploaded a ton of them. Some of them are set in private, you cannot find them anymore. But if you have watched previous videos, you will recognize these ornaments and this decor, because I don't buy new Christmas decor every year. The only new thing that I got this year were these Christmas lights with the white cord, and I placed them here over the window, because the previous lights that I had over the window were with a green cord and they were my Christmas trees lights. So I took them down, I put them on the Christmas tree. So this is the only new Christmassy thing that I got this year. So I'm not gonna make a cup of tea or coffee for now, because I will do a quick freshen up of the floors. The rest of the apartment is nice and clean, but you go ahead and make something warm and cozy to drink. And after I'm done decorating, I will go ahead and make maybe a tea or a coffee and share with you my all-time favorite Christmas treat. First things first, let's freshen up the floor. Okay, so I have a problem. I normally put this garland on this furniture right here. But this is the first year that I have the Throne of Glass book series on display, and I really love it here, and I don't want to hide it in my cupboards, in my drawers. I really don't have a vision for it. This is definitely going. I will store it away for now, as well as this vase. I don't need it here. And I also thought about putting this reindeer, which we're gonna call a stag, because I think that's how it's called in the Throne of Glass series. They have the stag. You know, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but so I was thinking about maybe trying to put this also here. I will try to make it work. I have no clue if this is going to look good or not, but we'll see. Okay friends, it is a little bit later. I just had my lunch and I am ready for a warm cup of coffee with my festive treat. While I was eating, I was watching one of Morgan Long's vlogs. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. Her energy is perfect. But anyways, time to make a warm cup of coffee because it does feel a bit chilly. But if you haven't made a warm beverage yet, go ahead and make one now because we will sit down and we will talk all about Christmas books. Does it even get better than this? My festive treats, a warm cup of coffee, and Christmas cozy books. First of all, this is the first time that I use this little plate. I normally just have it empty here on my coffee table, but I thought why not place my festive treats in here? It looks extra festive. These are traditional Greek Christmas treats. How many times did I say treats? And they are called melomakarona, and they are my favorite treat ever. So melomakarono is an egg-shaped Greek dessert made mainly from flour, olive oil, and honey. So I will enjoy my coffee and my treat, and I will be right back to talk about some festive reads. I have some holiday book recommendations for you, and I also want to share with you the book that I'm currently reading plus the next book that I'm planning on reading, which I am so excited about. So first things first, let's enjoy this. Alright, let's talk about festive reads. The number one book that I would like to recommend to you if you want to read a cozy, wholesome, festive book is The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan. Fun fact, this is the book that made me fall in love with Edinburgh. Have I ever been to Edinburgh? No, but this is the book that made me want to go there. Of course, I always knew about Scotland and that it is very beautiful there, that it is a very popular destination for a lot of people, but I had never thought about visiting. But now, the past few years since I've read this book, I have been dying to go there, but honestly it's going to be such an expensive trip and I haven't managed to do it yet. I had given this book 4 stars when I read it. I just saw it on Goodreads because I didn't remember my rating, and I remember that I had really enjoyed it. So the synopsis: in snowy, bustling Edinburgh, a tired old bookshop needs sprucing up for Christmas. Carmen does not like accepting help, least of all from her perfect in every way older sister Sophia. But Carmen needs a job fast, and Sophia happens to know where she can find one. Mr. McCready's bookshop is in trouble. Dusty bookshelves are in disarray, and the old bell above the door hardly ever announces a new customer. If Mr. Macready doesn't turn things around by Christmas, he will be forced to sell. Carmen is his last hope. Everyone is convinced it will take a miracle to save Macready's bookshop. Even Carmen, distracted by a rather handsome visitor, doesn't believe she can save the day. So it is your typical sweet, cozy Christmas book. I don't remember if it was cheesy or not. I really do not remember if we had any cheesy scenes in here. But even if we did, it doesn't matter. I remember that I enjoyed the writing. If I'm not mistaken, again, it was at the beginning of my reading journey, so I'm not 100% sure. Or wasn't it? When did I read this book? Now I wanna look it up. How can I see when I read a book? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna waste my time searching that. I remember that I loved the descriptions of the city and of the bookstore, and I think that there was also a description of a coffee shop, and our girl here, Carmen, was going to that coffee shop. I might not remember correctly. I think that I could reread it, but this is my first book recommendation. My second book recommendation is Snowed In for Christmas by Sarah Morgan. I think that I read this last year and I gave this 4 stars as well. I remember that in this one we did have a couple of cheesy scenes, but overall it was a cute, wholesome story. It had a happy ending for our characters, and let me give you the synopsis. A family gathering. This Christmas, the Miller siblings have one goal: to avoid their family's well-meaning questions. Ross, Alice, and Clemmy have secrets that they don't intend to share, and they are relying on each other to deflect attention. An uninvited guest, Lucy Clark, is facing a Christmas alone and the prospect of losing her job. Unless she can win a major piece of business from Ross Miller, she will deliver her proposal to his family home in the Scottish Highlands and then leave. After all, she wouldn't want to intrude on the Millers' perfect family Christmas. When Lucy appears on the Millers' snow-covered doorstep, she's mistaken for Ross's girlfriend. But by the time the confusion is cleared up, a storm has hit and Lucy is stuck. As everyone settles in for a snowed-in Christmas, tensions bubble to the surface, and suddenly Lucy finds herself facing a big family fallout with a family that isn't hers. We have some cute moments, some drama, but nothing insane, nothing intense. So this is my second recommendation. My third recommendation is A Little Princess by Frances Burnett. I don't remember her middle name, but this is not just a Christmas book, a Christmas novel. This is a book that you can read whenever you want. Obviously, this is in Greek. I've had this book ever since I was a child. My mom used to read it to me before I fell asleep. It also has a few illustrations in it, and this is one of my all-time favorite books. This is a children's novel, but I feel like everybody can read it. No matter your age, you can read it. It is such a good book with a very nice message to it, a very nice message behind it, and it is just a nice read to remind you of the importance of giving and having a huge warm heart. And obviously we shouldn't be giving and remember to love and care for others only during the festive season. We should be like that all year round. So the next book is The Christmas Tree Farm, which is the book that I want to read next. I'm currently reading another Christmas book, which I will talk about in a second, but the next book that I want to read is The Christmas Tree Farm. This is the third book, I think, the third book in the Dream Harbor series by Laurie Gilmore. I have read the first 2 books. I did enjoy them a lot, especially the first one, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I felt like the second one, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, was not what I expected. It was not bad, but I just preferred the first one. Dare I say that I have high hopes for this one because it is Christmas related, and obviously I love Christmas. I feel like a Christmas novel with some romance in it, it will always hit. Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow, fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm. And despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these 2 lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. Now, one thing that I already like about this book is that we will have grumpy Sunshine, and I'm sure that Kira, the main girl, is going to be the grumpy one, and Bennett, the main guy, is going to be the Sunshine one, which is a nice change because Because normally in books you will find the girl being the sunshine and the guy being the grumpy one, but not in this book. I'm guessing that this book is also going to have spice in it, just because the other two books in the series did have spice in them. Especially the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, I felt like that one had way more spice than the first book. But let's see how this one is going to go. Hopefully I will enjoy it. And the last book that I want to share with you is the book that I am currently reading, which is part of Kindle Unlimited. So I'm reading it on my Kindle. And the book is Holiday Romance by Catherine Walls. She's meant to be catching flights, not catching feelings. That's what the cover says. And we have the two main characters at the cover. We have... oh my god, what are their names? Not me reading this book throughout this whole week and not remembering their names. Okay, I think it is Molly and Andrew. I am almost 50%. No, I am 54% in the book. I am on chapter 19 and so far so good. I have been enjoying the writing. It is pretty nice for a romance novel. The plot is also very good. So the premise of the book is Molly and Andrew are friends. They were not friends to begin with. If you read the book, you will find out how they met each other. They met each other in a weird way. Their friendship starts in a peculiar, dare I say, way. They have been friends for 10 years and they meet every year at the airport where they fly from Chicago to Ireland. Their family lives in Ireland, but they both live in the US and they work there. But I find it so nice that once a year they meet each other at the airport and they sit next to each other at the flights and their friendship just grows from there. I just find this plot very unique. So now they are on their 10th year friendship anniversary, if I'm not mistaken, and they're flying back home. But the trip is crazy. The flights have been cancelled. They're just fighting on for dear life to find a way to go back home. And they made a couple of stops at a couple of European cities that I dream of visiting. And the whole energy of the book is very, very good so far. I like it. Does it feel like an amazing 5-star read, a once-in-a-lifetime experience of a book? No. But still, for holiday romance, it feels very nice so far. I'm really, really enjoying it. I will curl up on my couch, get all cozy, finish drinking my coffee, and continue reading the holiday romance to see what is going to happen with Molly and Andrew. I think we all know what is going to happen with Molly and Andrew, don't we?
Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you so I'm letting go of everything but you.
Good morning, it is a new day and I have a couple of reading updates. So first things first, I did finish Holiday Romance. I ended up giving it, I think, 3.5 3.75 stars or 3.5. I will have my rating on the screen. I keep forgetting my ratings. I don't know what's up with me. I just forget what I rate books. I mean, I always remember my 5 stars, but sometimes the rest of the books, the rest of the ratings, I just forget. It was a nice book, cozy, festive, but I felt like some of the chapters were a bit too long and some scenes were a bit dragged out. But overall, it was a cute story. I love the whole idea of the book, being friends and meeting each year on their flights and building their friendship one flight at a time and then having a beautiful happy ending. I mean, that's not a spoiler. We all know what we're gonna read about when we pick up these festive romances, don't we? But I am super excited about the second reading update, which is The Christmas Tree Farm, and I have already made quite the progress with it. I have already read this much. I am on chapter 19. And guys, I think that this is my favorite book in the Dream Harbor series so far. The chemistry that these two characters have is crazy. Also, I loved how we didn't have a lot of spice straight away like we did in the Cinnamon Bun bookstore. So you have to read, what is this, like half of the book to get to the first kiss. That's a good chunk of the book where we don't have spice, we don't have kissing, we don't have anything, and I love that. I don't love too much sudden unnecessary spice in books. When the physical connection starts, I want it to just make sense. You know, you just cannot just throw it on my face from the first few chapters. Also, the Christmas vibes are perfect. And one more thing that I love about this book is that our main characters have flaws. And that is something that I have noticed in all of Laura Gilmore's books. Her characters are not picture perfect characters. They're all going through things that any of us could go through. Also, we have again the element of mystery in this book. That is something that I think, again, this author does in all of her books. There is something that our main characters are trying to unravel and find out, and I'm just having the best time with this book. I feel like Kira and Bennett are going to be the hottest couple in Dream Harbor. We also have dogs in the book. I love dogs, so that gives the book extra points, and I'm just feeling that this book is going to have a really high rating. So we'll sit down, I will finish my book. I have a few chapters left, and I will be right back to give you my final thoughts on it. Okay friends, I am done with the book. I finished The Christmas Tree Farm, and oh my god, I want to give it 5 stars. I want to give it 5 stars just for the way that it made me feel. It had all the cozy Christmas vibes. The couple had an insane chemistry. I love how they both have flaws and they just complete each other. The romance was perfect. The whole atmosphere of the book was perfect. I love the writing. I love Laura Gilmore's writing. I know that her books are not a book that you would say that it is a masterpiece. This is fantastic. It will become a classic one day. Obviously, I know that. But still, I feel like 5 stars doesn't have to be all about an insane, crazy, fantastic, breathtaking plot, scrumptious writing, perfect characters. I can give 5 stars to a book just for the way that it made me feel. And this book just gave me all the nice warm feelings, and I want to give it 5 stars. So there I go. I'm saying it. 5 stars for The Christmas Tree Farm. My first 5-star rating in the Dream Harbor series. This was by far my favorite book in the series, my favorite couple, the setting, everything. Everything. I feel like this little town is just a place that I want to move to. I want to take my partner and we gotta move in this little cozy, cute town, and I want to be friends with all these characters. I had such a great time reading this. I feel like this is the perfect Christmas read if you want to get all the Christmas vibes but also read about real characters with flaws. I feel like this is the perfect book. I know that a lot of people don't agree with me. I have seen the ratings on Goodreads, but what can I say? What can I say? I'm gonna give it 5 stars for the way that it made me feel, for the characters, for the plot, for the writing, for everything. For what the book offers, it is 5 stars for me. And that is going to be my review. I love this book. I'm really hoping that our next Dream Harbor book is going to be as good, but I think that it's going to be very tough to top Bennett and Kira. I just love this couple so much. And I have been listening to Rosé's new song. I think it's called Your Number One Girl. It's pretty new, but I have been listening to it non-stop, and I feel like that song goes perfectly with Kira and Bennett. I just love them. I love this book. 5 stars. Amazing. I just love it when I have the best time with books. Thank you, Laura Gilmore. Just thank you. I would love to know some of your favorite festive reads. Leave them down below, and if I will have time during December, I might pick a couple of them up and read them. So I'm gonna close this video here, guys. I truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends!
Oh, snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you.